Taking another pass at trying to use ChatGPT to make awesome PowerPoint slides. Here, I'm going to try and make a PowerPoint presentation using ChatGPT with deep research and this new Gamma app to make slides. Can you generate the text for a 50-slide PowerPoint presentation about how large language models will impact claims adjudication at health insurance companies in the United States? I want to make this presentation targeted at a fictional health insurance company called Best Health Insurance. And this health insurance company is going to serve the state of Pennsylvania. It's going to have 3 million insured members across employer group coverage for small groups, medium-sized groups, and large groups, Medicare Advantage plans, Medicare supplemental plans, marketplace plans, and Medicaid plans. It's also going to have approximately, I already said the number of members. This presentation is what is expected from a leading management consulting organization presenting to the C-suite executives of a health insurance company. It should have extremely technical content for a CIO who is attending the presentation, and it should also have detailed financial information for the CFO who will be attending the presentation. It should also have a deep dive on the capabilities that large language models can bring to claim adjudication, including how benefit determination is done in the claim adjudication process, how member matching, member lookup is done, how claim pricing is done for both in-network and out-of-network claims within the provider networks that the health insurance company maintains. It should also talk about how large language models help with provider reimbursements related to value-based care and traditional fee-for-service payments. It should also have deep dives of the capabilities of a new claim system that is built using large language models, which should include things like claim intake of 837 electronic claims and paper claims, member eligibility maintenance, and benefit package maintenance, including accumulators, covered services, copays, coinsurance. It should also talk about provider network data management, including having in-network, out-of-network, and supporting multi-tier networks. And it should also talk about reconciliation of provider payments, including situations for claim adjustments. It should also talk about the production of explanation of benefits for members and remittance advice for providers. It should also have an implementation timeline for building a new claim adjudication system from scratch that leverages large language models to assist with claim adjudication. It should also include the impacted financials of the operations teams that are manually adjudicating claims today, and the operations team in the future, which can be reallocated to help members with their health. All right, that was quite the prompt. Let's turn on deep research. Here we go. All right, this is detailed. Clarify. Projections, yes, please include cost breakdowns for the implementation, maintenance, operational savings, break down all of that, and also call out impacts to capital expenses and operational expenses. For the technical depth, there should definitely be a technical deep dive for the CIO, including talking about which models should be used. This should talk about specific models offered by Anthropic, OpenAI, and open source models like Llama and DeepSeek. It should also talk about the hosting providers of those, whether that's on AWS or Microsoft or other providers. The phased rollout. For the comparison to the current system, we should just assume that this health insurance company has a typical claim adjudication system like one of the major platforms offered in the market today. And yes, it would be good to have a side-by-side approach. For the risk assessment, I think we should highlight maybe one or two slides of risks, but that should be a small part of the presentation. Really focus on the capabilities of this new claim system and the technology that enables this. For the preferred presentation style, I would prefer that this is extremely detailed, but don't have text that's too wordy, just have it be free of filler words. And where it makes sense and would be helpful for the presentation, include data elements. Again, this is really just generating the text for the presentation. All right, thought for 8 minutes. Interesting. I thought it would have more text on each slide, but it did generate 50 slides worth of material, so I'm going to just copy the raw output of ChatGPT. And then this is the Gamma app, so I'm just going to paste it in here. Looks good. And then I want to make, I basically make normal widescreen PowerPoints, so I'm going to have the Gamma app do that. And then you can see it automatically detects where it says slide one, slide two, and it breaks it into what Gamma calls cards. So, and then I want to preserve what ChatGPT wrote. So I'm going to preserve the text. And then I don't want a ton of AI images, so I might go automatic on images and see what it comes up with. And then I want a presentation. I want a traditional. For additional instructions, include as many specifics as possible. Use tables, charts, or graphs. Just things I like in the presentation. I like that it varies the type of slide format it creates. I do wonder, you can see the slides are too long, so I wonder how that's going to work. Is it going to go through at the end and then make them all so that they can fit? Introduction to large language models. All right. I generally like the slide layouts. Ooh, these are good examples. If you put John Smith on a claim, typed wrong, reformats it, that's nice. Ooh, 30% reduction in provider appeals. I like that. Ooh, and they cite a Milliman study. That is nice. I'm going to reduce manual entry of claims. I like that. I wish the slides were slightly more detailed. Oh, this is interesting. They got the Meta logo in there, but they didn't get any of the other logos, right? Hmm. Ooh, that's bad. You can see here they did an AI generated image. That does not look nice. They talk about the microservices architecture. I didn't put that in the prompt, but that's nice. Ooh, here we go. Claims cost up to $20 per claim. That seems a little, that's very high, but oh, they cite a CAQH index. Maybe that's the, oh, for manual claims. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Payback year of 2 years. Implementation timeline. All right, this is not a great timeline, but I mean, it broadly makes sense, but it's not the best. I don't like that it's looking at, you can see it's looking at the entire presentation right now when I just wanted to edit the first slide. I don't know if I missed something, but it is slightly annoying that it doesn't let you just focus the AI on one particular slide. Oh no. It 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 took away all the text on every slide. Okay, go back, go back. It edited every slide. See, that's not good. Okay, go back. All right. Well, not the best, but it's just crazy that you can now essentially have one prompt with a good amount of detail, and then you can have it create a 50 slide PowerPoint presentation. It's definitely not great when you generate 50 slides at a time. I think the way to use this right now the best way to use it might be to generate maybe 5 or 6 slides at a time. And then if you wanted a longer presentation, you could piece together those slides. I think something like that might make a lot more sense, which is normally how you work anyway. You don't go create 50 slides in one shot. You create one slide, then 2 slides, then three. So this is interesting. So then I can share it, I can export it, I can download it right to PowerPoint. That is fantastic. All right, there's my presentation. All right, it doesn't look terrible in Power. The shapes look decent. Let's see. Everything looks. Oh, this is an image. That's no good. So I guess that's a limitation. If you generate, I am impressed it generated this chart, and I was able to click on it. It's not an image generation tool. It's clearly has some sort of tool to generate charts. But then what is going on here? Oh, that's ugly. It's a table, and each of these are individual text boxes. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so are these all individual text boxes? Oh my goodness. That's not good. Okay. That's not great. All right, so I have mixed opinions on this procedure to create a long PowerPoint presentation in one go, but you can see where this is going. It's getting better. I used to say things are getting better and it's going to be amazing in a year or two, but now everything seems to update so fast. When ChatGPT does another update, it's going to be so much better in a month or something like that. So it's just crazy times. So, all right, well, that's my demo of ChatGPT Deep Research plus the Gamma app to try and create 50 slides in a single shot. So